Police form of the Abababagu Ahase. Captain, ya, is here, Yenipa 2 and Gra, Omoko, who is next again. Is here, no, you were demo, you can't go out to go and buy food.
Now, what to be free Ghana? Echo you and me, echo peacekeeping of South Sudan. Sir. Peacekeeping of Lebanon as one of the best. And then a stopple, so wow conflict. Hear one town.
There's a particular community that we call Bunyoko. Every night and then for the past 1 month now, there will be a killing there.
We have triggered the Otumfuo mediation process.
Yeah, Otumfuo, as Otumfuo, you put on social media, whether you know it or not, Otumfuo. Now I'm about here, sorry. Calvin Teller is being financed by Ibrahim Mahama.
I am afraid the outcome of the Otumfuo mediation may not give us the results that we've been waiting for.
Ghana TV. The fight between Mampusi and the Kusasis enye easy kra abedru se Binduri yekum police for mienu. Police ni bi so afre Captain Smart kire se said the omusi fam wo ho de ombedie kra ho odin enti nka IGP ene aban no enredraw omo anamontu a omutu wo boko honom no. Na police mienu a omo free mu Ghana Police Service e de by say eye armed robbery and omusu say e cause so ayekum omo but nchiremu a kire no e kire say boko nsensem ya ho e na bi mususu say police for no taba ko achinti akowi sa ye beji nchiremu Ghana fo bi ensuso ntiase say President John Dramani Mahama call on Otumfuo say omwa ema boko nsensem no peace emra Ghana fo ni asantifo bi che say Otumfuo entra ne baby adwobre o ema nen try kra na of an for the NDC nsensem no fi say omususu say NDC en respect to Otumfuo sana fi ahwas nega ka Twitter fo so che say Otumfuo men ko hokra na Farouk our hub enya bre a react say Ghana military mukoji mudin wo Lebanon adentina bokunkon ade muntimi settle ho na momoama peace emba na Binduri MP biaya yekum police for mienu no o kire se etuotutuo ene ne yekoso basabasa no enyaye a se ombeka pa ma Otumfuo atimiaka ama na wie pay oboko de ebeye din na ona boka Agyapong so akaza yeni kan na yentie police ni ofre Captain Smart emra ye ba ne akoje nchiremu kwan fa so a police for no free mu ene nsemaka
mondin my friend Kewo Kewo to me kamache
Wani mpacho meche wankapa
na bibia boko
Captain eye boko
me pese me busa question bia bo me nkomo.
Okay Captain me pacho near kosu sisia ewo sa crisis going on ewo dumbili boko wale ni nyampaso no police form di abababagu ahase Captain ya isia Yenipa 2 and Gra omoko. We don't know where or who is next again. Isia no you demo, you can't go out to go and buy food. Don't mean Pia Bontin and Kotodiane accommoding 2 days in DD. Captain, 2 days in DD. And the duty that we are performing almost a national assignment duty. A day we are marked 30 cities a day. And then we had an information out there and they said the behavior Diane will be a call or more catch and say on present now information about your home. Many partners want to me as idea. And my suggestion they say this is the crisis going on. Say Diana modebema yeno. Sikana modebema yeno. Mufaye Diana maye to save our life. Kosi yeshidemo Captain yeshidemo to me Pia Pontin. And we uti to to send me attend the boom. Who are you to go out? Yenu anoma omo other places wale bokoni adiano. You see, and we don't know what is going on there. Don't know anything that is going on there. Yes, Munke be my yankwa densayim, yankwa densayim. Yes, Captain, yes, Munke be my because you to more mukoyi. You don't know. So my bush and 40, so my bush and 40 yeni. Yankwa densayim pa Yen Yanoma, Yen Yanoma, Yen Nibi, Omo, Yesidem, Obian to me, Pierre Pontin, and Cotajani. Who are you to go out? Civil and flashing and so. It's yesterday. That's yesterday. Munkebi my.
All right, Mammy, now I say, me my own to Asubio, but that's the okay, but that's it. The Owasono would see their home when they catch us Safonina.
Not as a police for no omo brepa, na yin chiremu said ya police for mienua chese omrantie mabunu oh.
Nwa IGP kwa Africa.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
To when fi or Saturday mpo fi onra.
No, Sunday, yes.
Oh, okay.
Dana Oba I think that was it Thursday.
Okay.
Yes. So that animreno and I joined Nipa Mensa ana omo kumo Vinduri and I joined Bawku area hanum.
Thursday no.
Yes, Thursday na joined or Bolga ha crampo.
Okay.
So adechiana omusa kun nipa menu Bawku. Nti enura Saturday no ene enura nyina no nipa by 10 or more because enye ni nyina na omo report because ebi mu kura said omo wu no omo kun mu a na onum say massmate no omo akuna na omo akofa omo body hide akosi.
Wow.
Yes, because of that random killing no yam fan say Bawku omo kun nipa o Binduri omo akun Nangodi and Ukra or Nabdam, just around Bolga here. Quite no what. You see, young family say, free side down bedroom, Nipa record and reporter, Mania Sia, Nipa 10, including the 2 police officers, which are armed robbers for. Now, Nukrano, Udia, and Shalania armed robbers, but said the report name me and say, police officers me omuko Binduru area baby.
Okay.
Now at that time no omo uniform, omo and share uniform.
Okay.
So they travel from Bongo to that area honum and at that area no so ye Mampusi for area.
Okay.
Omuko through honuma, it is one of the war zone that area no. Baby omuko no. Omuko shoot omo. Into omo hana some group of youth be across with interrogation because of their strange nature, their new faces to the area. So they interrogated them, and after the interrogation, they asked them if they could prove with an identity, say, we are police officers. You see, so upon the interrogation, they were not able to prove their identity, though they are police officers, but they couldn't.
I don't know who put ID cards be on the betray say I'm power a police for.
Yes, so I'm sure they couldn't have their ID card, but I saw one picture on the Facebook which shows the ID card of one of the officers after they were shot dead. So I'm sure it was after they killed them they found one of the ID cards in their pocket.
Okay.
So after the interrogation, another group of people from nowhere came and attacked them, shot them, and picked their motorbike away. Once if you are somewhere, so we can say armed robbery now. I don't think a clear armed robbery because of the area now. Because the interrogation were linking to a suspicious that area no supporting a group with intina omudi bono we e o hase
na omunso adan ye wo baby I say police for ne call ene wo baby en say omo kwa na say omo ntimi amprove kwa na o makase ye police for a na nka omo ntimi improve further hu say ampa omo ye police for ampa ana omo twa ntro.
You see, one say sometimes lack of professionalism and a big problem ban. Sabu en cancer nka omo wo uniform. There's nobody on the way to ask them why you are in this area.
Yeah.
But they are not in uniform. Yet you are new faces to the area. You are new persons to the area.
Oh, okay.
Already, no. Say last week in Tokwa, now they were giving a complaint that they are supporting the other faction. Now, you are there, no uniform. What do you want there in the area? Because after the several attacks and kills in the last 3 days, they were suspecting who are those doing the killing. You see, so they were shocked and they need to interrogate them because they are new persons, new cases in the area.
But could it also be say a police phone so omoko undercover say be a omoko yenhwehwe mu ana?
According to explanation, Mudimans, Omufri Bongo, Omuba Bongo area, Habolga area, and Omu Sanko, or Omu station. And see, that was the area they met them. So they met them around that area now. Omubisa said, who are they? Where are they coming from? So through the interrogation, I think say answers are Mudiman, the boys were not all that satisfied and also suspicious to their explanation. Because the boys are already anxious to, in fact, already they are attacking them. As I spoke last week, area no Pedro have police phone barrier behind. As we speak now, all the 6 districts of the Kusas area, no police barrier. The IGP cry mom F2 say, we are police now be in your uniform and also be in the armor car. Even at some hour, they must not be even in the pickup. Because the armor car is well protected and secure than being in the pickup because they can easily ambush and shot you somewhere. But the armor car in the patrol is more safer than even the pickup. Now the wouldn't say area we dangerous say who Pierre Bontin and that's all your police in Mikwan and say uniform. And I say wouldn't say this area because Menu Kasa Nipa by 6. That same area now from last week. As at yesterday, around 1 to 2, one other person was attacked, killed and burned with a motorbike. That same area. And I'm by say 6 to 7. Who they find say 7? No, 2. They shot and killed another person there. 3. One man with children were also killed. And 7. That very day, in Rano, 2 police were killed in that same area. You see,
I see.
Not the way police in there, and say you should.
And Tisani, I say, IGP Maya no name, common on your baby, no, or man, say Papa,
Madame, some cry and Yafi, and cry the baby, cry say, I say it has even caused more descendants before.
Why?
Yes, because Omudimanda. Last week, IGP should use his authority to arrest the other chief, the Mampusi chief. It is their demand that they are looking forward to say, IGP, 1 year, 1 year, there won't be peace.
Your can be a Montiasi. Wow.
That's their demand.
I see. The assurances now, the money and say, oh, the amount of Moboase, Yensheno, and no muti. David, because Omuntu Nasi, Emma, because of Nipa Bakunti, Nipa Bibi, na Adiano crowd, you want Untiasi. Me can't tell the IGP what and not attention requires serious change before this, because the man was around until yesterday he left. And the number of people within the 4 or 5 days of my phone, over 10, because 10 look like they are those that we see. Wow. And so now for so come for man is obi or no penny IGP as a 4th Republic you cry when you could draw Bawku.
And we do the kind of thing. At the end of the day, could drone here, madam, or no crowd on the net saying. Omo attacking, and the car, even regional police command, that at the palace there, they were throwing water and other things at them.
Yeah.
Even IGP Crown Omo attacking.
The car was shot.
Yes. So Bibisano, about the Kukudrono, but they are looking forward to see their demand or their concern being fulfilled or satisfied.
I see.
And at the end of the day, Usha. IGP Sabiu it will not be easy for him to take that step. I think under the law, no, I don't know much about it. But previous governments have come and gone, and it's the same thing. Now, IGP, I don't think he has that. I don't know with which body it will have. He will have that collaboration to get the authority to do the arrest.
To do the arrest. So, it's arrest now, ma, Omakumanto Muyemo.
Yes, according to Monon Kasai, there is problem. No one or more.
Let's just hope that Otumfuo de Nenimo in Yamonu de Onye Bambuni Onye politician inti Obama Onye eminent chiefs ne kane hona ebe kakra inti yemfa wada woni enhwe dia nananom so betumi aya aboaye.
Yes, so I think bonfire so they all can.
And Farouk our hub so react or just say one tiase say Ghana military ajan pasa na omonko honum na government no any politician ehwe sa e masa no ma we koso.
Okay, so me bo interior kakra.
Yes.
Oba no metia wo nan say Bawku conflict no.
Yes.
There's still some one or two going on. Nipa bensia prepare ba konso so sadly actually nko Yakupon fa the crack and see. Bawku police station oja dem I Bawku car police car and also so bibisa na akoso. What do you think about what's going on?
What I think about what is going on is that from 1957 Ghana's independence, post-colonial, interior ministers here from about 75-80% free north. Check the records, President Otumfuo. Check the records, President Rawlings. Check the records, President Mills. Check the records, President Mahama, the first one. Let's check even now. Let's check in another Danko Akufo-Addo, defense and interior, always from the north. Just purposely because of Bawku issue. How well have they solved that issue? None. Zero. But this is a place, the whole top, tribal settings in minority tribes, except the Dagbanis, that is the northern Tamalis, and then the Wala, and then the Dagatis, and then the Bolga, Frafras. Omam tribe na Kano, Wangara, Kushashi, Bozanga, nina minority tribes. And Omo Esroho. Always a fight breaks out. What stops the Ghana government say a military base? Ewo Sunyani, no fight. Military base, ewo Takradi, no fight. The military base, ewo Tamale, no fight. Military base, Kumasi. We hotspot our defense budget, we interior budget. Nina eko de biano, eko Bawku. 60% of Ghana interior budget, yes, my no Bawku. What stops you from creating military base in Bawku once and for all?
What has stopped us till now?
Because of political direction and also lack of just, let me call it, security, maybe coming using knowledge, but lack of security, maybe concerns.
Is it chieftaincy? Is it ethnic? Or is pure political?
Mama, three, all of them. In a triangular shape, and the middle is the innocent citizen. The political version is what I'm saying. Say, the politicians know that is why they take the one for Upper East, Upper West, Upper East mostly interior minister, Upper East, and that's a northern region interior minister. What have they done with it? That is political. Because Obi wa kwa kofano say, interior minister ne Bozanga, anything we are say. So that political aspect of it. Now the ethnic values, because that side, that tip, you're the Kushashis and the Mampushis.
Yes.
So the ethnic comes in.
Yeah.
Who is who and who is what? The chieftaincy, one should ask, and then power for so and I have phone me no. The Mampushi gate and the Kushashi gate. The chieftaincy, we say me am ye overlord.
Yeah.
We say when am ye overlord. A day and for so and a omanya. So it takes nobody else but the government to stand up and say, okay, from today, we are Kushasi chief, your Kushasi chief, overlord, paramount. We are a year, we so a year, Mampusi also your Pampusi. Obia and Che Obia.
Obia a pet.
Obia a pet. Obia call from Kudinechi. Trouble Nasa. But in an attempt, say, an ancient history of over 200 years. Say yeah, bano, and your man baby try, and I buy your henny into my dominate. And then the politics in the say, anytime a MPP back bano, ya or henny back or no for no, also can say, I feel no, also the power back. Anytime NDC babano, now you or henny back who's raising, also power back, or in the good name, is that not politics?
Political.
Or in the good name, is that not ethnicity? Ethnic? Or in the good name, no, and yet chieftaincy. What has it benefited any of them? And what stopped the government to say, look here, they can establish a military base. Oh, now what to me free Ghana? Echo UN missions, echo peacekeeping of South Sudan. Echo peacekeeping of Liberia, your friends, Liberia, Lebanon. You've been going since 1960 something. Echo peacekeeping as one of the best. And then a stop say wow conflict. I hear one town. Now, interestingly, because of the minority tribes, and Tokwan to me spread it, and Kagan and Komi was raw. Because Mampusi Kusasi Kwa Konkoman support. Dago Manko support. What is a Frafra Kosum Kokubia Mampusi? And there are contained conflicts that has to be resolved.
It's been going on too long, from colonial times.
Time to today. And it is a Ghana character. Now, excuse me. Sam Krasim Tokwa will say, Alavanyo Nkunya. The Tiabo Fre. 25. The Aku 20 years. To 25 years. After you Obi Tun Banch in Yako Tuntunia Kono. Till now, Ghana government Salavanyo Nkunya Untimisovo. Or in the good name of what? It's your interest. Any priorities. Any concerns in terms of security. It is so polarized, so bad, and so disturbing. Say, you can't even understand. And of course, Muntaka, Honorable Muntaka, some say Northern, also for Dagmani, and also for Northern region. Let's see what he comes with it.
Yeah.
Marco Yongo had gone there. Marco Yongo was there. Kumbo had been there. All of them, Alasan, Obia Koho. From how many ministers of interior and Afro Momo?
There's a displacement. Yeah, now any people bring on say some very strong northern youth, those especially from the Upper East region. Come back to me at Naho, Aye Juma. Bebre now Krumha. Bebre now. Any other effect? We can't go for so on one episode, but yeah, maybe catch them say, and to Paya, you are expected to go and fight.
Apart from that, then again, so the political decision makers, policy makers, no more culture say, ye baby see kaya ye hostel at the Accra. What does it tell you?
Come.
So come.
Sir,
you are drawing the youth. If you know Papancha, a girl of 10 years, 15 years, Obra Metra hostel, non swa adie, non fa ne con. And crying on 1 kilo, 40 kilos, or Tim Swan, 60 kilos, or we are near money 3 nut. Market to Maboko Munchiomuka. Was why you come crying to me communicate. Senya Brofun or Becca or Tim communicate. Or Tim Swan yam about 35 kilos, or we are no you to see this amount. Isn't it so decided? So sometimes, may come market me who's any manner, not politician, etimikase, ye be hostels, amamo. What stops you from building that hostels? Now let's say, oh, mammy, ho. Now the farm hostel. No mutimini, no mukabo mammy farming. Now, they are smarter than us, even in terms of education. Yeah. They are smarter when they learn.
Yeah, Breno, aso.
Unfortunately. So.
For this, and the last 3-4 days, President John Dramani Mahama addressed Ghana military or say or ma call it on Otumfuo a mediation process. Said the Bay Abuama peace, a more process Yama peace. Bawku.
I wish to emphasize that nobody gains from this situation of conflict and insecurity. We have triggered the Otumfuo mediation process, which saw all stakeholders participate in discussions in Kumasi on a roadmap towards peace. I'm assured by the Asantehene that the process will resume next week when he returns from his brief visits abroad.
Erunti amount for a commende President John Dramani Mahama Bonabaso say yes wakwale on Otumfuo ebi muso so ntia say dem di kan kan no ona wo kan Agyapong nipa ba ko no so commende President John Dramani Mahama a wo kire say ono de ohia ni peace said the be ya youth no be nya nfa omom to mapa efra na boko nya to mapa efra yentie said the osika no.
Now let me read out the statement from the office of the former member of parliament. Now the position on this matter, which I feel say wa boa maybe to calm nerves down a bit. I am following with deep concern the recent escalation of tensions in Bawku and its surrounding areas. The cycle of violence and reprisals continues to harm innocent lives and disrupt our path to national unity. At this crucial moment, I urge all parties, especially the youth, to choose peace. No matter how deep the grievance, violence is never the answer. Our future depends on peaceful coexistence. I commend President Mahama for committing to the Otumfuo 82, the second led mediation process, originally set up by President Otumfuo. This is true statesmanship, putting Ghana above partisanship. Let us support this effort wholeheartedly. When Bawku is at peace, Ghana is stronger. We must move forward together. And this is coming from the office of the former member of parliament for Asin Central. This is a message from
fantastic, and this is a pure sound mind message from Honorable Kennedy in Agyapong. This is how I believe say we should be charting the path, if indeed as of mine ye pesa asumdwe eba Bawku ya hwena. It shouldn't be about me MPP ninti and NDC na power yenka jangum nenyo jamum emfa ntwa aban no ise na ban ho ba hyehye no. It shouldn't be say me NDC ninti no baby o say e de to ma me mfa to ma me ka de betimi afavor me party ne nko a. This is a talker e betimi aboa ame nyina come together me hu say baby ababedu no. We should accept our fault, find a lasting way.
We should be forgiven.
That is it.
Because see yemu bi ntimi francho. We should be forgiven. Because over Benkuma, we say
that is it.
Over Nifan, so if you try to even navigate and make sure say sa yao sa and never be a brebi a tremuno yan tuning in an to your cheat near nobody is prepared already to forget about those things. So how do we progress?
And for this, and I feel sure I said there be that Otumfuo on time pen baby ntina.
Nana said to Aga Romanana, me bomi mu ase ebo udin ka asem. Nana, and this for your man kuobia, they have always wanted to disrespect you. In fact, they pay people to disrespect you. Nana, NDC, they pay people to disrespect you or 24722. Because if not, why can Kevin Taylor be disrespecting you? And Ibrahim Mama is not saying anything. Even though Ibrahim Mama is the financier of Kevin Taylor. Who you penny? Me can't say so. Oh my, you say Asantia he no the baba phone. Omubegu any must me say NDC Amanyokua, they have always disrespected you, whether you know it or not. Otumfuo, Nana me body, I'm sorry. Kevin Taylor is being financed by Ibrahim Mama. They told me themselves, Kevin Taylor is being financed by Ibrahim Mama. Why is Kevin Taylor disrespecting you? And Ibrahim Mama and John Mama have not said anything. Now, omu pesa omu do ko chichi ko sase fo nto kwani na anye ya omu di abesua wo so hwe Otumfuo asantufo ya ko social media ya bre esre mo wanya koma wo butuo. Who is supplying them ammunitions? Who is supplying them ammunitions? Machine guns no mukrano. Why na dey ma wo mo? I don't think I may start to make a choice. Ya two about NPP na zero. NPP ni bi any Bawku. All their constituencies, NPP recorded zero. NPP ni bi any Bawku. Politicians now they talk to you ma because some more. If they come together, they will develop the country. If they are not together, they can do their shit. Nana said to me what to be from. Ahine me buko to do wo wanim. And ko fa santemai and fa ko twitwi sa bininim. Na obi anto amama. Na said to King Solomon in the Bible, And that's a bia with you. They want to embarrass you. They want to drag you in the mess.
Binduri MP enso so achechirim eho ana police for no efiri mu yekun omo yaya ya wa chechirim kwan ya asa esikoso na o se onye certain with how a esikoso ni ye na so akra onim ana wo chirechire mu kire se Otumfuo betimi pa asset peace pa de ebe ye den gise tutuo ni sa no mani nyina ko fom kra.
So I mean, this happened at your backyard. When you heard the information, do you have any details what led to this particular incident?
I don't have the details, but what I can say is that I have been doing my part. I've been giving indications that we need security presence here. The military need to take control of certain parts of Binduri. But anytime you do, it's either that the response is woefully inadequate, or in some places they don't pay attention at all. And so the killings keep occurring. And so once it happens that continuously, the residents take the law into their own hands. Everybody now uses every available resource at his or her disposal to acquire a firearm to protect himself. In some cases, they feel that, yes, they suspect certain group of people that has murdered their relative. And so they go about trying to revenge as to whether those they are orchestrating the revenge on them are the very people who had actually killed their relatives is another thing. And so the more the killings happens, the more the situation gets out of hand. And I'm not surprised we are where we are now.
How does this incident, turn around how the police work in the region, in your area as well? I mean, you've talked about getting more boots on the ground, but with the current or the recent incident, we do not know really the factors leading to that. We understand it was an armed robbery attack, but really it comes at a time that so much is happening. How does this affect the security in the area?
Yes, it's affecting the security a lot, because you recall that last week when the police shot and killed the youth leader, the youth had gone rampage. They have vandalized every police checkpoint, visibility point, wherever the police used to sit, and then ensure that the security on our roads, on our neighborhood, and the likes have been destroyed, with the exception of the main police stations. That is the Bawku Municipal Police Station and that of the Binduri police stations. And even with that, they are also under a 48 or 24-hour surveillance or guide by the military. So the police are unable to do anything of their own as far as that area is concerned. And so once the police services is more or less withdrawn or suspended for now, one would have expected that more military men would have been deployed to cover up the very places that were mounted by the police to ensure there is security in the area. And that has not been done. You go to Binduri, where for the past 1 month now, day in, day out, the good day is that you record either one person killed or one house burnt. In the bad day, we have about not less than 2 to 5 people killed. Yesterday, for instance, I think the death toll was around 2 in the night. The following morning, the death toll was around 7. And yet you go to the Binduri district and you are seeing only 2 armored vehicles. And that is a district that has a vast land. So how does 2 armored vehicles alone ensure there is security in such a place?
Well, let me come in.
So that is the challenge.
Right. But we often hear about incidents in Bawku. What role or how key is the issue affecting Binduri? What's the issue with Binduri?
Now, I can tell you that apart from the police, whether accidentally or recklessly killing the young man in Bawku, we have not recorded any incident in Bawku for the past 1 month now, but everything is now centered in Binduri. Yes, everything is centered in Binduri as a result of the spillover from Bawku municipality. And so it is all about the chieftaincy and the tribes. And so people have taken advantage and go after their enemies, whatever form of enemy that they have between their victims, one cannot tell, all in the name of the tribal or chieftaincy issue. And what is more disturbing and very regrettable is that in Binduri, there is no chieftaincy issue there, just that we have Mampusi, Musi, and other minority settlers there. These are people who, many of them have even submitted themselves to the authority of the Kusasi or the Binduri chief there, but the state has failed to protect them. There's a particular community that we call Bunyoko. Every night and then for the past 1 month now, there will be a killing there. There will be a burning of a house, food stuffs, and other things there. And yet the military or the state cannot even provide a 24-hour.
But Honorable, here's the case that 2 policemen have been killed in Binduri and a civilian.
Yes.
Do you think, I mean, considering the circumstances, they'll be willing to bring men there?
Yes, the state has to some extent allowed it. You cannot say if there was enough security, that killing would have even taken place in the first place. So because of lack of security, the security officers was to some extent they rode in to Binduru on the motorbike. They were somehow kidnapped, taken to another location or destination where they were finally murdered in that gruesome manner. So you calculate where they entered Binduri, the distance at which they took them to, and finally killed them. And if those who are perpetrating this act was aware that in moving 1 kilometer, in moving 10 meters, there will be a police or a military patrol team, there will be a checkpoint. And so that fear naturally will be there. But we don't have such. This is what we are complaining about. Even in Bawku Central Municipality, where the imposter chief is creating the problem, you go there and security is very tight. You can't do anything. Anybody who even intends to go there and cause a mayhem cannot, because of the presence of security. So where the very imposter chief is even creating problem. The state has marshaled all its resources to protect such a person.
Well,
and here we are, innocent people in my constituency are killed, bent, houses, everything. People are fleeing for their lives.
Well, you are a member of parliament for the area. You're a member of parliament for the area. What steps have you taken so far and to ensure that your constituents are, protected?
Yes, I keep calling for calm, telling them not to take the law into their own hands. At the same time, calling on those who are responsible, the state security, to beef up security in the area. Sometimes we give them the direction. Make sure that at least even the 1 or 2 armored vehicles that you have, station them here. If not, in the next hour, something serious will happen. They will just blatantly disregard your directive, move, and in the next 30 minutes, the next 1 hour, there is exchange of gunfire there. You'll be calling them to come back on time from wherever they might have gone to control the situation. They come back as and when they want. They come back as and when the perpetrators has succeeded in killing those that they have targeted, leave before they come at their own time. This is the challenge we are facing.
Well, so just before I let you off, we understand that the Asantehene is leading mediation talks, between the feuding factions, at least to bring some resolution to the dispute over there. Do you know of the current status of that mediation talks?
I don't know of the current status of the mediation, but what I can say is that having served in the police service for many years, having served in many peacekeeping operations locally, I am afraid if we don't deploy enough military men in Minduri and wherever other districts that are likely to be affected to control the situation, the outcome of the Otumfuo mediation may not give us the results that we've been waiting for. And so, yes, we need to control, have a peace in the area before we even expect the results of the Otumfuo mediation. That is what I can say as far as that mediation is concerned.
And how is RegSec ensuring that this is done? Have you heard from the regional minister on this? How to, contain the local issues that's happening there?
It's unfortunate to say this. For the past 1 month now, for the day-in, day-out killing, for all the mayhem, we, the residents of Binduru, are yet to set our eyes on the regional minister as far as the killings in our constituency is concerned. We are yet to see him.
Have you called him at least on the phone or something?
We don't know. Come again?
Have you called him at least?
Yes, sometimes you call him, you can't reach him. Sometimes, the last time before some of these incidents even took place, I engaged him, pointed out the hotspots that we need to have military here, we need to have this, we need to have that. And all those has fallen on deaf ears. Is the regional police commander who is up and doing, he comes, we go there, try to deploy before we realize the matters get out of hand. The military commander to some extent is doing his best, but because of the inadequate personnel and considering the vast area, the 2 or 3 military personnel aren't able to do much. And so the little they can do is to ban the use of motor, being it a tricycle, wearing of smoke and whatever, like they've just done. But, well, we are looking for peace. We are looking for all manner means and ways that government can do to bring back peace, to protect innocent lives, because people are fleeing the town. You go to the Binduru central area there, and the entire community has been deserted. And so why will you wait when the signs were all clear? We have been complaining for us to get to where we are now, and before you are taking these measures.
Abusia Agyapong on demand service for na eka say Agyapong on demand for say o pese wo di dwuma bia nkankanga for am obrochire a obehia nipa didi so ya tilers anasa building constructors, fashion designers, chese auto mechanic bia wo pese wo di say dwuma bia ma no obekọ ye app no so na wa download Agyapong on demand service ayesa so obekọ www.agyapong-on-demand-service eno so obekọ ko hu edwumadi edi nyina ni trimopo nyina ne se ye boawo ema wokọkọfo obi ana wodi dwuma bi a nipa a wokọkọfa no esansa wonnim na kira kwan bia nti no to bi kura nipa na gisika wie open here na hu no Agyapong on demand for aba ama sa ha nyina afiri ho esansa obi bia ya de be ma so woni dwuma bia ma no ya ye background checks ehu se se nipa yi onim ne wo ye enye kwanche trefa ni bia wonim de wo ye ene ye fa no edna ma wo na nigisem ba ko omu ne se onipa bia de be ma wo a odi be di dwuma bia no sabe background no sem anase si ebu afa so pa dia enya de besi na wanso san nim se sabe ko soja mumpo a ye wo military police ono so soja ni ochi soja ni eno me kire mu se eye Agyapong on demand for no ye san so supervisors a abre nyina no omko rounds check se adwuma na nipa no de beda ye no sa pepepe ene ye no na se Agyapong on demand de omama adwuma no aye simple se bibi ni ena onte ase ampacho no wafa numbers no aye gusuo no no wafre